Hello, and thank you all who joined me last night on live after The Bachelor. Just to let you guys know, every Monday night at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be going live after The Bachelor. Only if the show is 2 hours. If they pull that 3-hour crap, do not come to this channel looking for me because I'm not doing that again. But thank you everybody from Kenya, Canada, the US, the UK, everybody who tuned in from all over. I totally appreciate it. And we had such a good time. But today I want to talk about some stuff that I took notes on and I wasn't able to get to talk about in the live. So let's get into it. So I did talk about this a bit on my live, but Bachelor producers, hello, we do not need 3 hours of this show ever, because what happens is you guys milk advertisers and we, the viewers, suffer because you're giving us a bunch of Bachelor fluff that nobody asked for. So we're sitting there watching Bachelors and Bachelorettes that some of us have never met because we just came here for Rachel and decided to stay. So it was just a waste of time. And I felt like it was so much good stuff going on with Colton and the girls, but we kept on jumping back that it was like taking you out of the story and the excitement of the show if some of you are here for Colton. I have one subscriber who is Team Colton. One! And I feel like that one subscriber is gonna fall off because I'm telling y'all, word on the street is that he is not a good bachelor. Poor guy. All that beauty, all that height, and you are not knocking it out the park. Never do this again. I know that past contestants on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette need a job because it's really hard to do a successful reality TV show like this and then go back to your shift at CBS. I get it, right? However, hosting is not for a lot of them because Jason, he's a sweetie and we love him, but he was hosting like this was the Super Bowl. Like, Jason, we're a bunch of chicks watching this show. You gotta bring it down. Like, he was really into it. A good sportscaster. But for The Bachelor, nah. Chris did good as usual. Who was a good Bachelor contestant host? I like Ashley and Jared. I think that they were really good together, although I thought that Jared was a bit better, like he was into it. And I thought that Ashley was going to outshine him because she has her podcast. But doing a podcast is a lot different than hosting live. So yeah, I could do without the Bachelor contestant host. That's another fluff moment. But guys, they have to get work, you know what I mean? So whenever the Bachelor or Bachelorette calls, they're ready to go. And I get it, and I understand. But don't waste the viewer's time. Bachelor Nation, we got other jobs. We don't have time to sit for 3 hours and watch this show. But we did it anyway. Dedicated fan base. We also talked about this a bit, but I couldn't keep up with the comments because listen, y'all gotta join us on the live. We were talking up a storm, baby. But how did you guys feel about Blake being like a host of a watch party in Utah or somewhere? To me, that felt like such a kick in the face because for a majority of Bachelor Nation, we wanted Blake to be the Bachelor. So to have him like host some random party and, you know, a tight apartment, can we be real? It was like 90 people in that 1-bedroom apartment. I was like, oh, y'all did Blake dirty. I didn't like that. I didn't. But he, you know, he being the great guy that he is, he did it with grace. I thought he was really good as well. But I don't know. I just felt kind of bad for him because he was watching somebody not worthy take his moment. And that just, I didn't like that. How did you guys feel about that? You know what? Chris Harrison's mom is really young. Can we do the math? Because I was like, man, how old were you when you had Chris? It was a different time back then. So the Goose and Crystal, again, listen, these people got to work. But the Goose and Crystal are in a parking lot in a hot tub. I mean, Bachelor Nation, what? What were they doing? I don't know what the idea was behind. I just didn't get it. There was so much stuff going on that made no sense. I feel like they probably should have had a Bachelor pre-show, you know what I mean? And put all that fluff in there for the people who want to watch that. But just jumping back from the show to Crystal and the Goose in the hot tub, it was just a waste for me. It really, really was. And first of all, they had them in that hot tub parking lot in one of the sketchiest areas in LA. I know exactly where that is. They had chicks in bathing suits barefoot. And I was like, if you only knew what happened in this parking lot when the lights go out, you would not be in this parking lot barefoot. But you know what? I am kind of glad to see that Crystal and the Goose are still together. It shows that for some people, the formula worked. But again, I'm not surprised that they are lasting this long, because I'm telling you, crackhead love and villain love lasts forever. Like, villains and crackheads will stay together forever. That's a strong bond. So I'm not shocked, but I am kind of glad. The formula works for some people, not everybody. Okay, so from the first episode of this show, the episode that we kept on jumping back to, what I got from this is that the Bachelor is trying to go back to their wholesome roots, because this show felt very cookie cutter to me. In the beginning, after watching the preview for the season, I know it's going to get real ghetto. And that's why we're here, right? But I felt like starting off with all of the girls and I've never been kissed and he's a virgin. I haven't slept with many people. That was my problem with this show relying on Colton's virginity. I felt like a lot of the women were going to feel like they couldn't quite measure up because they have had sex or they've had a few partners or whatever. And I didn't want that to be the theme of this show, but I know they're going to do that just because the standards for men and women are very different. You know what I mean? Like, the women spoke about, having sex with shame, you know what I mean? But with Colton, it's like a badge of honor. So I did not want that to be the theme, but oh my God, ABC is going to go with it. Every 2 seconds, somebody was talking about virginity or being chaste. It was too much. It was too much to the point where it just didn't seem natural. I was over. I really hope, but I know it's not going to happen, that we leave the virginity in the first episode. But it's not going to happen. Let's talk about the girls. Listen, we got to tell the truth and shame the devil. We got about 6 sisters on this show, and I think 4 of them made the cut. First sister, Katie. Gorgeous girl, right? When she said she came to LA to dance, I was like, okay. And then they showed her in the dance studio. And I was like, Katie, girl, what? She was doing the move. She looked like those goth kids under the bridge. All that stuff that she was doing. And I was like, oh no, Katie, this is not the move. I think that Katie came to LA to be an actress. But it's better for her to say that she came to dance than be an actress, because so many people think that a lot of these people come on the show for fame. They do. So I think she went with dancing. Like, her and her producers probably sat down and was just like, listen, we know you probably got a demo reel, but you can't say that you're an actress, but you can't say that you came here to be a dancer, because this could not have possibly been real, especially as a Black person. I don't believe how Black family will let her come out here to pursue a career in dance knowing that she dances like that. No way is she really a dancer. No way did she move out here to dance. That is something the producers cooked up because they couldn't say that she was an actress. We got another sister, Anya. I like Anya. I really, really do. She gives me, comedic WNBA player. Like, she's fun. She's a fun girl. I don't think that Colton is into her, because just when they met for the first time, he gave her like a pow hug. And just how she came in, like, she's coming in as like the guardian of the girls. And I'm concerned for her for that, because like we talked about it in the live, she is a dark-skinned Black woman. And listen, this is America. We live under stereotypes. It is what it is. So I just want her to be very clear about what she's doing. I think she probably realized that there was no connection between her and Colton. So she had to do something. If I can't get Colton's heart, at least I can get the producer's attention and stick around, because I honestly feel like she's a producer pick. Because the way she was going after the girls, especially, I'm gonna get her name somewhere through this review. The girl that looked like Camille Grammer today. You know what I mean? She's a younger, is she like 28 or something? She is serving 47. But anyway, when Anya went after her, I was just like, girl, this is not a smart move. First of all, mind your business. Don't become like the pit bull for the other girls on this season, because that won't do anything for you. People like Bibiana did that. And where's Bibiana? Single. So you gotta like really be careful about how you present yourself on this show because you can get paid as that one kind of character and you'll go far, but it won't really do anything for you in the end. But I like her though. She's funny. I hope we get more of her comedic side because she does. I laughed a lot with her watching her on this episode. So I'm hoping we get more of that from her, but I don't think we're going to get anything embarrassing. She is not embarrassing that Nigerian family on national TV. That's one thing I know for sure. Demi, that's my girl. I got money on Demi. Let me tell you something. As soon as we went to her scene, there was something about her. I didn't know what it was, but when she was in her confessional and she was talking and her mother called her from federal prison for embezzling, I said, this is my girl. I'm gonna put my money on Demi because first of all, listen, no tea, no shade, but her mama a scammer, okay? So she learned from the best. She's coming on the show with the scam king. That girl is about to do the same thing that Tia did to Colton, and I am here for it. Put money on Demi. She not gonna get the rose, but she gonna get a lot of camera time. Stay woke. That's my girl. So we finally get to see Colton. He's still fine. Listen, guys. Listen. I know he's the scam king, but the boy looked good. He looked good. He looked good. He's letting his natural hair texture grow out. Like he's really coming into his own. He got the LA makeover because he looks a lot better than he did in Paradise. He slimmed down a bit, got something done with them teeth. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like I've never said that he wasn't handsome. You know, he's come into his own where he's like, you know, a sexy Porky the Pig. He's working on a list. He's doing good. Guys, he's fine. What are we gonna do? He's fine. There's nothing else we can do. This is what happened to Tia. We all turning into Tia. Okay, as soon as I start to, you know, get mesmerized by Colton, he starts talking about how he was ready to lose his virginity to Becca. Boy, stop lying. There was no chemistry with you and Becca. You were never interested in her so much that gullible Becca didn't even believe it. She cut you right when you thought you was about to get the royal peach, okay? Come on, dude. But see, this is the thing. I'm glad that he's doing it because it takes me out. As soon as I get mesmerized with him, he does some scam mess and I'm over it. This is the only part about this 3-hour fluff Bachelor premiere that I was okay with them jumping back to. I'm a sucker for Trista and Ryan. Y'all know I love them. They brought me here. I cried at that wedding. Like, I love that couple. So getting to see their kids, and they were like, we thought they met in college. No, they met on TV in front of all of America, baby. We've been on this journey with your parents for a very long time. Now, I was okay with that. Anytime you can cut to Trista and Ryan, I'm good. I'll take it. I will take it. They need to give them a bigger part, but I think that they don't want to be. This is what I like about this couple. See, this is the kind of Bachelor couple I can deal with. Trista and Ryan really came on this show for love. They found it and they got out. They were not trying to work the reality TV show market. Ryan went back to being a firefighter. Trista became a stay-at-home mom because that's what she was saying on her season that she wanted. They are the real deal. So I don't ever mind cutting back to them. I do think if they're here for it, but I don't think they are because they're not those kind of people. But I would like for them to come in, you know, give them a part where they come in every season. They don't have to be there for a whole episode, but just have them at least towards the end, be like maybe a couples coach to really see if it's the real deal. Like right towards the end where the Bachelor or the Bachelorette is about to pick their forever. Come in and really meet with the people, meet with the potential bride or groom, and bride or groom. I was about to say something else, child. I'm mixing my drag race up with Bachelor. Anyway, I would like to see them come in and be like a couples coach or something like that, or a Bachelor Nation whisperer. Oh no, that job is already taken. And Ari and Lauren are having a baby. Congratulations. I just realized that Demi was the girl in my Bachelor trailer review that I was concerned about. She was the one who was just like, I've never, the last virgin, the only virgin or the last virgin I dated was when I was 12. And I was just like, so what happened at 13? Were y'all banging at 13? I just was very concerned. But, you know, I'm Team Demi, so I'm on the train, girl. I'm on the train. Okay, so let's talk about Tayshia. It's Tayshia. I don't care what none of y'all say. She changed her name for this TV show. She changed the pronunciation of her name. It's Tayshia. That's what I'm going to call her. Anyway, a lot of you guys really like her. A lot of people were commenting and saying that she is going to be the next Bachelorette. I don't know what tea y'all got or what you all know about her, but she was a fan favorite, at least from my comment section. Like, you guys were really team Tayshia. What did I say her name was? Tayshia, Tay. Y'all were team Tay. So I'm curious to see how she's going to play out on this season, because it seems like a lot of you know some stuff about her concerning the season. Like, some people were just like, he doesn't do her right, and we're gonna, like, I don't really know what's what, but what I do know is that the comments about her were very positive. So yeah, I'm here for her. I really am here. She's a beautiful girl. She was fun, but we didn't get enough of her. We got a lot of Katie. We got a lot of Camille Grammer. And who was it? We got a lot of Anya, but just for messy reasons. And I wasn't here for that. You know what? Tayshia, who was just like, I hope that I'm the Tayshia for you. I don't know what that meant or what she was trying to do, but from the moment she said that comment, she should have just got back in the limo. Like, it didn't work. It didn't work, girl. Colton was not here for you. And can I just say, she didn't have a very welcoming presence. You know what I mean? Like, from the moment she met Colton, she was very, like, even her brightness was like a low energy. And that's good for everyday life, not for TV, especially a messy reality TV show. So I liked her. I liked her look. This 1994 bridesmaid's dress that she was wearing was a no for me, but I liked her overall look. But from just that initial meeting and just how she was really falling into the background, I knew she was going. I knew it, because her personality is just very dry. I'm surprised Nicole stuck around. But you know why Nicole stuck around? Because she did the spicy Latina thing. And listen, I'm not Latina, so I don't try to speak on it, but I just don't like it, because I feel like you're relying on, like, stereotypes. And, you know, like, she led with that, and then Colton was just like, are you, I guess he asked her if she was from Mexico or somewhere or something like that. She's like, oh no, I'm from Miami, but my family. I'm just like, when you are coming on a show that is just now starting to diversify, you are bringing your people who don't watch this show to this show. Same thing happened to Rachel. It sucks, but we are expecting the overall representation. So you just have to be very careful when it's a show that's not produced by your people to not lead with your ethnicity, because they'll go off what they know and you'll end up watching it feeling like a fool. Message. Case in point, I don't know if you guys watch Food Network Star, but there was, I think like 2 seasons ago, there was a guy on there who could cook his behind off, but he like really led with his culture. And it got in the way. It really did get in the way, because it wasn't that he wasn't that, right? He just was leading with stereotypes of his culture, and it made everybody uncomfortable. But he was trying to stand out, but it was just like, dude, like, we don't even want to put this on TV. So he ended up getting cut because he pulled back so much it didn't work. So I'm just like, Nicole, just leave you being, you know, not saying that she can't be proud of who she is. Like, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, but you're not in the midst of your people to really lead like that. You gotta be very conscious about what you put out there. So I was just like, girl, I hope you leave that there and let him get to know Nicole and not Nicole's culture, because this ain't the TV show that will really do you justice. Catch. I'm trying to tell you something. What? I'm surprised Courtney stuck around. She got out that limo and was struggling with that peach line. Can I just say, all of the girls, except for Nicole, all of the girls are very, oh my God, Colton, he's so hot. Like, they all talk like that. And they're from different parts of the country. I'm just like, how do you all have the same voice, the same mannerisms? It is horrid. It really, really is. Like, except for Nicole, even Anya got it. They all have that very like Valley girl, but they from like Texas. Just like, what is going on here? Colton got it tight. Oh, can we talk about the sloth? I wanted to talk about that on the live because that was the one thing, aside from this show being 3 hours, that really pissed me off. There were way too many scenes of that sloth. Like, none of us got it. The first time it was annoying. So it kept on happening throughout the episode. I'm really happy to meet you. Ain't no dude interested in that. You are strictly staying here for the producers because I'm telling you, if Colton really had the choice, he would have been like, you can go back in the limo and get the hell out of here. Because it was so annoying. He was like, this is going to take forever. And that was the first time I ever saw him a little bit frustrated. So I knew that scene was a lot longer than we saw. And she kept on doing it. Then she's hanging in the tree. And I know that somebody has to come in every season and be the weirdo. So that's what she's around. Anya is the pit bull. She's the weirdo. Camille Grammer is the mess starter. Demi is the fire starter. She seemed like she gonna throw some bows on this season. That's why she my girl. But Katie, she up there. She up there. And Tayshia, Tay, she goes far too. But she's, they're the classy girls. I'm always here for the girls, the ghetto girls. Can we be real? The rumble and tumble. The ones that's going to give us a show. I'm always here for them. And that's why I'm riding for Demi and Camille Grammer. I forgot to talk about Bree, the Australian from LA. I like her. The fact that she came in, she was like, I'm not Australian, but I got to go far in this show. She came in knowing that this is a competition and she is competition ready. That girl is going to do whatever to give us a good show. That's why she's another one on my list. I'm telling you, I'm always going to go for the people who are concerned about the viewers. They ain't here for love. They here for the show. Who's here for love? Who is here for love? I don't think the beauty queens are here for love either. Exposure. You know what I mean? Like, after you're a beauty queen, again, you can't go back to your shift at Target. You know what I mean? So you got to keep on doing something after you do your year. So I think they're here for TV as well. Who is here for love? Kendall. I think that's her name. The girl that's never been kissed. I think she's a real one. I think she's really here for Colton. I don't think he's into her. I think she is too innocent for him. Okay, he's like, you ain't never been kissed. That's all I do. So you know what I mean? So I don't really think that he's here for her. But I really, just in her interviews alone, I'm like, oh girl, this ain't the show for you. You need to be on something on TBN, not ABC. This is not the show for you. The best entrance of the night for me was Erin's entrance. That is how you enter this fairy tale reality TV show. She came in a carriage that was lit up. She got out in a lit up dress. That is how you enter. How did she get the carriage? What do you guys know how the girls pick their like entrances, or are they like giving an entrance? I need to know how that's rationed out, because if I was a cast member, I would be hella pissed that I showed up in a sloth costume and she showed up in a carriage. But you know what? If I was ever on this show, never say never, okay? LA rent is expensive. I would want to enter like that, but my entrance would be so fabulous. You know what I mean? Like, my carriage would be lit up, but it would be sparkly, and Elton John would be driving it for me. Like, it would just be an extravaganza. A glitter carpet would roll out. Billy Porter from Pose will announce me. It would be a godly mess. So that's who I am. Glamour, check the background. Glamour. Glamour. Can we talk about real quick Kimberly's proposal? I thought that was so beautiful, right? I knew she had no idea. It was really beautiful, but I was distracted by the fact that they had so many people in that apartment. I was like, isn't this a fire code violation? Like, why would they air this? I was really concerned about her neighbors, her rent increase, because that's about to happen. You done put this apartment on ABC's The Bachelor. Child, I know you're a fan and I know you wanted to do something special, especially your fiance, but y'all just gave yourselves a world of problems. We talked about this on the live, Becca and Garrett. I don't see it lasting. I don't see it lasting. Becca was into it, right? She was into the pageantry of, The Bachelor and the fans screaming and, them having a kiss and all this stuff. She was really into it. Garrett looked over it to me. He seemed like, I've done this. I've done the People magazine. We've done the red carpets. I've done the interviews. I want to go back to my tomato farm. Like, he seems very over it to me. Becca still seems in it. I didn't see any chemistry. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make it to the end. So Miss North Kakalaki got the first kiss. Why? Like, I get that there's a lot of stuff that we don't see, but you would think if she gets the first kiss that we would have seen more of them interacting or just maybe him at least saying one thing about her. But he just went in for the kiss. It seemed very mechanical. Like, I didn't see any kind of spark. Like, even when they were talking and Colton went in for the kiss, she was shocked and just a little taken aback by it. And then she was like, thank you, enjoy your night. It was very awkward, which is why I'm not surprised that the girls had to be bribed to stay. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I'm telling you, we got sidetracked by so many conversations. Colton being super religious. Since when? He never mentioned it on Paradise. He never mentioned it on Becca's season. All of a sudden, I grew up very, very religious and, my virginity is sacred to me. You never said that. You never mentioned anything. And I feel like that maybe they're adding that in, which is why I think we're going back to the beginning of The Bachelor. Very wholesome. Very, very wholesome. I didn't really fit in. You are a football player, bro. You mean to tell me you ain't fit in? Get out of here. You are a jock in high school. Colton, I don't believe it. Selling me a sob story like you were some nerd. Boy, bye. Who cares if you was big? You was a football player. You know how them little girls be on jocks. They see money, okay? They trying to get pregnant before you get to the NFL. And who was the story producer that came up with the salmon in the pool? I was like, what in the FDA is happening here? How many health code violations were they breaking with that? Just that one scene. Because the girl was like, I hope the pool doesn't smell like salmon. And I'm just like, well, I hope the girls don't catch diseases when they get in the pool. That just seems so unsanitary. But it's The Bachelor. Catherine, that is her name. She is the one that gives me Camille Grammer. I don't think she's here for Colton. She is definitely here for the cameras. And I'm telling you, mark my words, that woman is going to, because she's a woman, okay? That age that she gave y'all is not her age. Catherine, I'm not buying it, okay? Miss Catherine. She is going to be on The Real Housewives of Orange County or The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going with Orange County because I don't think her money can stretch to BH, but we will see. But I'm telling you, and when she does, I'm coming back to this page, and all I want to hear is, Nikki, you was right. Because I always am. Bachelor Nation Whisperer. I'm going to make some t-shirts. Would y'all buy Bachelor Nation Whisperer with me cheesing on the front? Okay, real quick before I wrap this up. Katie is going to go far. She won't win. Sexy never wins. From what I have seen on this show, especially how they are producing this show this season, very, very wholesome. So Colton, in my opinion, is very attracted to Katie. But Hannah, who got the first impression rose, who reminded him of his hometown, she will probably be the one in the end because she's very wholesome. Kendall is too wholesome. Like, she's too wholesome to the point where Colton can't fake attraction. But Hannah, I think she's going to go far. And I think she's my prediction right now, because y'all know I changed my mind, right now to be the one that Colton proposes to. But it's going to be some drama because we can't go from Ari's season when he had all that drama with him, like, you know, picking the wrong chick or whatever. We're going to have some drama with Colton. He's probably going to get to the end and be like, I can't propose to you right now because I'm in love with Chris Harrison. Like, something's going to happen. Just expect some drama from that. But Hannah is going to go all the way till the end because there was nothing. I didn't see any kind of spark, no kind of chemistry, but somehow she got the first impression rose. And you know, the person who gets the first impression rose always gets the ring. So that's my pick today to go all the way. But Katie gonna get a fantasy suite because that boy wanted that. I was like, okay, Colton. You like melanin. So let me give you my front runners. My front runners for this season are obviously Hannah, Katie, what's her name? Demi, my girl. That's my girl. Messy Demi. She's probably going to get cut before the fantasy suites because they're going to keep her along for all of the drama that she's going to cause. But the fantasy suites are going to be like really, you know, sensual and oh my God, you love her. I'm going to take her. All of that. You know what I mean? So she's going to get cut right before. But that's my girl, Demi. Thank you for doing the work this season. Who else? Miss North Kakalaki, because there's something. He like a pageant queen. And they're also going to keep her for the drama that she's going to have with the other pageant queen. But he likes her. He likes North Kakalaki as well. So Miss North Kakalaki and Katie. I already said Katie. Who was the other one? Yeah, so Hannah. Casey, the girl who y'all showed me was on the TV show. Another reality TV show on some streaming service. She's another one. And I think that she is probably I think it's going to probably be between Casey and Hannah at the end. Casey is going to go far as well, not because he's attracted to her, but because she's a Colton. Like they're both here for the cameras. Casey probably had her own little separate meeting with producers. It was just like, what do you need me to do? I'm ready to get my Emmy. So she's going to play the game as well. So she's going to go far. So my prediction is Hannah is going to get the ring. But Casey is going to be the one that he sends home. But he's going to take Katie to that fantasy suite. Demi, my girl, is going to get cut before the fantasy suite because they don't need her after that. And North Kakalaki is going to go far because he does like her, but also she got that drama with the other pageant queen. So who are your front runners? Let us sister know in the comment section below. And I will see you next week after The Bachelor for our live chat. And then the following day for a more structured review. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon. Also, I am trying to figure out how to get you guys to know when I'm posting something. The whole bell thing doesn't work for you guys. So I don't know. I'm going to contact YouTube to see what I can do because so many of you are saying that you don't know. You don't get an alert when I post something. So try the bell. If that doesn't work, let us sister know. I'm talking to you. I'll talk to YouTube today to see what we can do. Because when I post something, I want y'all to be in the know. Love you. Bye.